Hello everyone, welcome to Revsportz. This is Mohor Chaudhary. And today, let's talk about something that most of the times ends up skipping a few eyeballs. These stories take place far out of the reach of mainstream cameras, far away from packed stadiums, not a lot of people turning up to watch the games. But regardless, these domestic level tournaments are extremely essential for the nourishment and nurturing of women's cricket in India. Recently, a very important one-day trophy elite level tournament, which is under 15 level tournament, it took place in Nagpur between Andhra Pradesh and Saurashtra. And it was a brilliant game of cricket to witness because a lot of young talents coming up, playing the game. And I mean, it's safe to say that Andhra Pradesh absolutely dominated the match. They scored a gigantic 472 runs, and the highlight of the inning being a monumental double century from young batter Pushpita Goda. Now, Pushpita scored obviously above 200 runs, and she also played with a strike rate of above 200. But what was very interesting in her innings was that she hit only 6 sixes during the entire innings, 31 fours coupled with that. It clearly reflects the fact that she did not just, employ her bodily strength, her brute force to hit those runs or to reach the strike rate that she reached. But she also obviously used her technique, her timing, and her gap-finding abilities to post the gigantic score that she posted on the scoreboard. Her individual score was brilliant to witness. Speaking of double centuries, before Pushpita, who also scored a double century versus Tripura, and this time the prodigy was noticed and picked by Delhi Capitals for the WPL season 2026. As we have been noticing, there has been a pattern in recent times, and very rightfully so, that the IPL teams and the WPL teams are giving a lot of importance to young domestic raw talent. They are looking at them as a future potential, as a future superstar. They are selecting them with an aim to groom them for their own franchise as well as for the Indian team in the long run. So Dia Yadav is one such young talent who was noticed by Delhi Capitals, and she was instantly picked by them. And of course, she will be sharing her dressing room with star batters and of course experienced talented players like Jemimah Rodrigues, Shafali Verma, Laura Woolwart, which could be very beneficial for her, and also which could end up bolstering India's bench strength in the long run. Now, one thing that we absolutely need to mention when we talk about Andhra Pradesh Cricket Association is the fact that former Indian captain and powerhouse of talent, Mithali Raj, is the current consultant of the Andhra Cricket Association. And, being around her, the advice from her, just her presence and her invaluable guidance can act as a blessing for these young aspiring cricketers who look up to her and aspire to be like her in the long run. Andhra Cricket Association Secretary Mr. Satish Babu has also been working tirelessly for the nurturing of women's cricket in India and has consistently stood beside the development of women's cricket, especially at the grassroots level. Now, maybe somewhere down the line, Pushpita could also walk down the same path as Dia Yadav. And with the correct consistency and the right amount of hard work and dedication, maybe she would also slowly and steadily transform herself from a potential to a prodigy very soon.